What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here, and in this video we're going to take a look at the markets and all of this craziness that is going on right now. Currently we are seeing a dip in the spot price of precious metals. Also oil is down and the stock market down as well. The one thing that is up is the US dollar index. So we're going to talk about why that's happening and also how you can prepare for what might be coming ahead in the near future. Of course, when we see red across the board for precious metals, I like to buy the dips and stack my chips. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so first off, let's take a look at what's going on right now, and then we'll talk about some precious metals you could be purchasing to protect yourself from all this craziness. All right, this is the first article we're going to take a look at, and don't worry, I'm not going to read the whole thing. We're just going to glaze over some of the highlights. But it is talking about why gold and silver are down today. So this was written by Jim Wyckoff, came out this morning. It says, steep price declines in gold, silver amid China COVID worries. So the start here. Gold and silver prices are sharply down in early U.S. trading Monday, with gold hitting a nearly 4-week low and silver a 9-week low. There are mounting concerns regarding demand for raw commodities as COVID cases in China, the world's second largest economy, are spreading rapidly throughout the country. Then it talks about the futures prices down in gold and down in silver as well. Okay, down here. Let's read this part. Global stock markets were mostly lower overnight, led by the biggest drop in Chinese shares in 2 years. U.S. stock indexes are pointed toward lower openings when the New York day session begins. There are growing worries about the economic toll of China's strict zero COVID policy as lockdowns spread to Beijing. The Chinese yuan dropped to its lowest level against the U.S. dollar since late 2020. So this is basically what's going on right here. Chinese yuan is down, which means the dollar is up, right? So, the US dollar index, that's basically how is the dollar doing compared to other currencies. So if we see other currencies going down, this means dollar goes up. So there's kind of a flight to cash right now. That's what I think is going on. That's why precious metals seem to be down, why the stock market is down. People are saying, hey, dollar strong, let's just go to the dollar and kind of wait and see what's going to happen. So obviously there's still a lot going on with the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and so people are a little bit worried and they don't really know where to put their money right now. This article also came out this morning. It's not a super long read. The headline is stocks about to fall sharply, S&P 500 ready to join the bear market, according to Morgan Stanley. So let's dive into this one right here. April stock market sell-off will only accelerate as S&P 500 looks ready to join the bear market, according to Morgan Stanley. Inflation and rising recession fears ahead of the aggressive central bank tightening have investors on the run and looking for safety. All stocks inside the index are likely to see a steep downward decline, Morgan Stanley strategists in a note on Monday. With defensive stocks now expensive and offering little absolute upside, the S&P 500 appears ready to join the ongoing bear market, said Morgan Stanley strategists in a note on Monday. The market has been so picked over at this point, it's not clear where the next rotation lies. In our experience, when that happens, it usually means the overall index is about to fall sharply, with almost all stocks falling in unison. Powell on inflation peaking. March might have been the actual peak, but we won't count on that. We're going to be raising rates and getting expeditiously to levels that are more neutral and actual tightening policy. So looks like the Fed is going to be jacking up rates. I mean, most of us already expected that. Is this going to have an effect on gold and silver? Could they go a little bit lower than they are currently? I suppose that is possible, But, when you're dollar cost averaging, you buy some now, you buy a little bit more if they keep going down, and it's all going to average out at some point. But long term, I do feel like precious metals can and will go much, much higher. If you click on the first link down below in the description, it'll take you to this page right here where you can enter to win SD Bullion's Monster Box Sweepstakes. I just got to put your email in down here, and I've heard that some people are actually getting emails back from SD Bullion with a introductory offer. So I believe if you've never bought from them before, they got a pretty good sale. So definitely sign up for the sweepstakes and then check out their deals. They actually got 1 ounce Sunshine Mint Silver Eagle rounds, and this premium here is a little bit higher than we've seen in the past, but still, if you look at the other websites, you'll find this actually is a really reasonable price here. It's the any quantity pricing, so around $28 for an ounce of silver. I actually think they have some better deals than just that. So let's take a little look. See, obviously, if you want to buy a 100-ounce bar, you can be spending around $26.50 per ounce. So that is a much better deal for picking up some silver. I think silver is a little bit better of a buy as compared to gold right now. They got a deal on kangaroos as well, simply because the gold to silver ratio, if we look at spot prices, GSR, we can see the GSR is going up. Let's go to 1 month, and we're now above 80. So when the gold-silver ratio goes over 80, as I've said in the past, that's the time to be picking up mostly silver. So we are there. If you do want to buy gold, they do have some deals on gold as well. But I do want to show you the cheapest silver that I was able to find on their website. And it's actually one of these big COMEX bars. Actually, if you just type in COMEX, you should be able to find them. Let's see. COMEX bar. Yeah, they have a bunch of these. So as you may or may not know, the COMEX bars, they're around 1,000 ounces, but they're not exactly. So they have each one listed individually. I don't know how many people are able to drop around 25 grand on silver right now, but just to show you how cheap this is, we'll start with the price, 24,943.47, and we will divide that by the weight, 987.61. So you're going to end up with $25.25 an ounce. So just over $25 an ounce for silver on SD Bullion. That is a really reasonable price. Obviously, you're buying quite a bit of silver, though. So that's kind of how it goes. The smaller it is, the higher the premium, generally speaking. So anyway, if you do want to pick up some precious metals today, buy the dip. They do have some pretty good deals over here on SD Bullion. If you haven't seen my video with my recent silver price prediction for the end of the year, how high I think silver could go, definitely check out that video. I'll put a link up in the corner as well as a link down below in the description. But to finish out this video, I just want to say that if we do see a stock market crash, right? If we see stocks down sharply, I think we could see a decline in the spot price of gold and silver initially. This is actually what happened back in 2020. We saw silver go super low, but that was just the paper price for silver, right? People were selling all their silver and gold ETFs because they needed cash. And so, the premiums likely could go sky high on precious metals if that does happen, and you might actually not even be able to pick them up cheaper than you can today. So that's just something to keep in mind. Even if we see the spot price of silver come down sharply, premiums can go up just as fast, and you really can't find any perhaps at that point. I mean, there could be massive demand and really nothing for sale either. So that's also something you need to keep in mind. But overall, I think the best strategy is just to dollar cost average over time. So you buy a little bit this week, you buy a little bit next week and the week after, and you have an average price that you've paid. And you always keep a little bit of cash on hand just for emergencies. It's hard to tell where silver is going to go next week or the week after, but I think when you look way down the road, next year, the year after that, I feel like silver has a bright future ahead of it. So I'm buying more precious metals today. If you're buying as well, I wish you the best of luck. And I do want to say a massive thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons out.